Former President Donald Trump facing several legal battles this week. The most recent involves Trump sitting down for a deposition with New York State's Attorney General, who's investigating alleged tax violations by Trump's companies. He pled the fifth to all but one question. ABC's M. Nyan has the latest from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump facing legal scrutiny, sitting down for a videotaped deposition with New York Attorney General Letitia James that lasted 6 hours.
How do you feel, Mr. Trump? How do you feel?
James is conducting a civil investigation into the Trump Organization's business and tax practices. Trump refused to answer any questions but his name, invoking the Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. James is investigating whether the Trump family business was inflating and deflating the values of certain properties to get more favorable loans and avoid paying more taxes. Unlike in a criminal case, pleading the fifth in a civil case can lead to the jury being permitted to draw a negative inference if the AG ultimately sues Trump. It's also something Trump has previously criticized his opponents for.
You see, the mob takes the fifth. If you're innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment?
In a statement, Trump claimed he had no choice. He and his company have denied wrongdoing. The deposition comes just days after the FBI raided Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago in an unrelated investigation. Sources telling ABC News authorities searched for documents, some classified, that the former president allegedly took improperly from the White House. Republicans now pressuring the FBI to explain why they carried out the raid.
We can't have a two-tier system of justice in America.
But Trump himself could answer some of those questions if he released the warrant he has for the court-authorized search or the inventory of items taken from his home.
That would just say potentially what the crime was, what they were looking for, etc.
Trump is back in Bedminster, New Jersey, facing several other legal fights. This includes the DOJ's probe into the January 6th Capitol attack and a criminal investigation in Georgia of Trump's alleged efforts to pressure officials into overturning the state's 2020 election results. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.